Good morning, my V4U virtual gym family. It is Eric. It is Wednesday morning. Doing another midweek video. Just was composing my thoughts the first couple days of the week. Everything's been great this week. Just didn't get around to posting the video. And today, really what I want to talk about in the video is Tough Mudder. Some of you guys might be sick of hearing about it. Too bad. Hit pause. But for those of you who will hear me out on our experience at Tough Mudder, I just really want to get across what a great experience it was. I've done it twice, watched once. Last year we had a much bigger group. There was a lot of good things about last year, but honestly, this year something about it was more special. To recap with you guys, people who did it, you got me and Dave and Chris. Chris and I do a lot of running. Well, I don't do a lot. Chris does a lot of running. So, it's hard for us, and I'm tired. I'm still sore. I just got off the treadmill. But, it feels great to accomplish it for us. Dave doesn't run much. Dave just kind of goes out and toughs it out and does it, which is pretty impressive. He's got that arthritis thing that Phil Mickelson has. I don't remember what it's called, Dave, sorry. But joint pain, all this stuff, and Dave just toughs it out. He actually took one of the parallel bars right in his rib. I'm pretty sure he has a bruised rib, like in the first 10 minutes. So he toughed it out. But the newcomers, the new people who did it this year, who I am just so unbelievably proud of. First, Sherry. Tell you what, Sherry came and started training with me. Came with her friend Pat, who I'll talk about next. Sherry, I think it's been maybe 3 years. Sherry was a pretty weak, tired person when she came. Was a smoker, wasn't a fitness person. Sherry is one of the most badass women I know now. And she's 53. Age doesn't matter. She's a badass chick. She's got some strength. She can run. The Tough Mudder, she just kept on moving. Kept running. Honestly, a lot of times she ran on ahead. It was impressive. The coolest part for Sherry, I think, besides just the whole experience in general, was we got to climb up to the top of a 15-foot platform and jump into water. Sherry is scared of heights. Sherry was climbing up that ladder. I saw little tears going in her eyes, and we're standing there waiting in line. You have 4 lines, and everybody, when you get to the front, you jump at once, and so she couldn't wait and delay. And you could tell there was fear in those eyes. There was definite fear in those eyes. She got to the end of that plank. We all encouraged her. The guy told everyone to jump. She jumped. She did it. It was super cool to see. It's just awesome to see someone overcome their fears like that. And then she just crawled out of the water, and we just kept on jogging and kept on moving on with the event. So it was super cool. Pat's just a stud. Pat's been training with me a little longer than Sherry. I think a year prior to Sherry. I forget. I feel like I've known those guys forever. Pat's an animal. I found something out after the race from Pat that I didn't know. She went through everything. She did it all. She climbed over walls, all this really hard stuff. And we get to the end, and it's the electroshock thing where you run through this little gauntlet of wires. I forget what it's called. And Pat did it. She was right in front of me. I got knocked out right behind her because I didn't go fast enough, but I got back up and finished. And we did it. Well, then I find out after, as we're having beer, that Pat got electrocuted really bad when she was younger. Something about a hot plate, and I forget what it was, Pat, something in the kitchen. But she got electrocuted pretty bad. So she has some fear of electrocution, which if I got electrocuted bad and got knocked on the floor, I'd be freaking scared of running through electric wires too. And she did it. I don't know if I had a past experience with electricity like that, if I would have wanted to run through that gauntlet of wires. You can go around. They actually give the option to go around if someone's just not wanting to deal with the electricity. She did it. She ran through those wires. She overcame her fear. It was very cool. The last new person of our group, Jordy. Jordy had, I think maybe 2 months ago, maybe 3, sends me a message, Facebook, email, text or something. Hey, I signed up for Tough Mudder. You did what? Oh, okay. Awesome. Let's go get it. Well, and she started training. the thing about Jordy is she had some friends and some family members that told her, you shouldn't be doing that, you're going to get hurt, that's too hard. She had some people motivating her in a little bit of a negative way. So heck, if we were going to be the ones to be like that, so we just basically said, let's go kick some ass, Jordy. And she came to Tough Tuesday, she ran up and down hills, she threw up. We get to race day, and I talked to Jordy and I say, Jordy, there's going to be times in between obstacles. You might fall a little bit behind, catch back up at the obstacles. To be totally honest, I thought that we would have to wait for Jordy a little more than we did. Honestly, it would have been nice to have to wait for Jordy a little more than we did. I got to an obstacle, if I wasn't running back with her and chatting and all that, we'd get to an obstacle and I'm like, okay, hopefully we got a couple minutes, wait for Jordy because we want to do everything as a team. Here she'd come booking up there and we'd get like a 30, 45 second break. She kicked butt. We were running, jogging down a path. There was a bunch of mud. It wasn't really an obstacle, it was just gross mud. She fell right in her face, just stepped in a hole. It's really treacherous out there. Stepped in a hole, went down on her face, got like mud, manure-ish, stinky stuff on her face. Kind of twisted her ankle. Gets up, I'm okay. She didn't whine once. She didn't complain once. She just did it. It was phenomenal to experience Jordy getting that race done. When I would look back across the field and we would see her and we'd yell, Jordy! And she'd look and she'd just start going. And she stayed right there with us the whole time. She tried every obstacle, monkey bars and rings, things that most people can't do, that she probably went into it knowing, I'm not going to get across, but I'm going to give it my best shot. She did it. I loved it. It was one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen. And when she was done, and we're sitting there having a beer, I don't know if I have seen a look and a smile on someone's face with more pride than what she had. It was, Jordy, it was an experience I will remember for the rest of my life, is seeing the look on your face like, I did that. It was awesome. I am grateful that I got to experience that. That is what doing Tough Mudder is about. And honestly, that is what doing something so far outside your comfort zone is about. It's what I want you guys in this group to do. I want you to find something that you're scared to do. I want you to, it doesn't even have to be fitness related. I want you to find that thing that you always wanted to do, that you've said, I'm afraid to do that. I can't do it. Find it, comment on this video of what it is, and set a goal to do it. It doesn't have to be something you're going to accomplish this week, this month, this year, a year from now. Something. Set it out there. Some sort of event, whatever it is, put something that you're afraid to do that you're going to commit to do. All right? I know this video's gotten a little long, but it deserves recognition. Those guys did great. You guys have an awesome rest of the week, and I will see you next week. Love you.